Hello everybody, this is the Daydreamer with Daydreams and Nightmares, and this is my video entry into Marvin88's 100 subscriber giveaway. I want to start off by saying congratulations on reaching 100 subscribers, and actually last I checked you were right around 150, so you're moving along pretty well. But once again, congratulations on getting there. It's a great milestone to actually get over your first 100. For the contest, he is asking that you are 18 plus, that you are sub to his channel, and he is also asking that you sub up 3 other guys. I thought right away after he had posted this, I had subbed up all 3 guys before I even decided we're going to have time to make the video. Turns out I missed one. I just subbed up Kingdom Comics today, but I have been subscribed to Genuine Article Comics and The Walking Jedi for a while now. Right after he put out the contest. What he wants you to do for the contest is to show you your top 5 favorite comics, magazines, or books, and also to show off your top 5 movies, TV shows, or cartoons. Now, if I start trying to do every one of those categories, we're going to be here for an hour. And when we start talking favorites, it gets a little difficult to try to narrow things down, so I think I got it kinda. I'm gonna stick. I'm gonna stick with movies. I'm gonna stick with comics, so I don't get myself on too many tangents here. My top 5 favorite comics, and here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not going to show specific covers as per se. This is my favorite comic book. I'm going to take it from this angle. These are my 5 favorite comic storylines. These are my 5 favorite characters within the comic world. And I enjoy a large number of the comic books and runs and stories that they're all involved in. I've showed off the first set of the first group of books in the trade paperback for Neil Gaiman's Sandman. I also just recently picked up the second volume here for the Doll's House. Neil Gaiman's Sandman is one of the first books that I picked up as a collector. I had read some comic books growing up as a kid and collected a few along the way. But this is the one that really got me into reading and collecting comic books. This was the DC Vertigo line. Intrigued me because of the storylines and the art, and this is what really got me into reading comic books in the 80s and 90s. And more so, I'm a DC man in that respect, more so than I am with the other side of DC with your Green Lanterns and Batmans and Supermans, and I really wasn't into the superheroes. So when DC Vertigo started this adult mature line with Sandman, Hellblazer, Swamp Thing, Animal Man, Books of Magic, all the books that were in that line, that is what got me interested in DC. But yeah, once again, the Sandman, the Volume 2 version of Sandman with Neil Gaiman, would be my first. And I had already mentioned Constantine with Hellblazer is actually, like I said, another character within that realm of DC Vertigo that I'm a huge fan of. With the Hellblazer, and they got new rebirth, and they started redoing Constantine, the Hellblazer, as well. I've been picking up and trying to read these as well. If we're going into Marvel territory, I am a huge X-Men fan. I am a big fan of Spider-Man, and I am a big fan of the Punisher. My favorite X-Men, though, is by far Wolverine. He is my favorite Marvel character all around. And most of the books that I read or pick up, this is the character I'm looking to try to collect, and I've been trying to recollect the line of books there as well, and Spider-Man as well. All the different books that are in these lines: Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, Web of Spider-Man, all along those lines, and you got all your offshoots as well with Spider-Gwen now. and of course the X-Men. And I'm currently doing a review of my run of the New Mutants on my channel as well. Like I said, X-Men I grew up reading and watching, and all the different versions of these guys as well. New Mutants and X-Force and X-Men and X-Factor and all of the different versions of them as well. Now on to movies. I am a big horror fan, and one of my favorite horror movies is John Carpenter's The Thing, the original movie that came out in the 70s, early 80s. When all your different slasher movies were coming on, I was more into the critters and creatures and mutations and all those wonderful things that scare you and go bump in the night. The Thing was one of my favorite as well, and I recently got this NECA figure, show off my other favorite sci-fi horror with Aliens. Of course, being Aliens versus Predator itself, but Aliens is one of my favorite movies as well. And then we have movies that iconic character, Indiana Jones' movie here, Temple of Doom, Raiders of the Lost Ark, first movie, introduced us to Indiana Jones. Awesome, awesome movie. These are ones, all of these movies are ones I can watch again and again, and I absolutely love. Here, Heath Ledger's Knight's Tale, one of my favorite movies as well. I can watch this over and over again and never get bored. And Brandon Lee in The Crow. Trying to keep it simple and straightforward. Not trying to do too much, although I'm sure this is probably already too long. But anyway, I hope that answers your questions. For those that are watching, want to go check out, I will leave the link down below into Marvin88's contest, so you can go check that out as well. If you like my videos, please click like. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe. Feel free to leave any comments down below and or feedback. And thank you for watching.